Hi everyone, this is Phil from PhilTheGap, and today I'm partnering with RHAND to bring you some tips on saving. So most times when I ask people if saving is a good thing, the answer would be yes. But when I ask the other question, are you saving or do you know what is required to save? That usually brings a totally different answer. And that's because saving requires a certain measure of discipline, and sometimes people, don't necessarily know how to put themselves in a position to begin saving. So today, I'm going to give you 5 tips in terms of how you could start saving easily. Number 1, the first thing you need to do is acknowledge that you don't know how to save. You may want to save, and yes, you think saving is a good thing, but you need to acknowledge the fact that you do not know how to save. So saving, as I mentioned, requires a certain measure of discipline and a certain mindset, a shift in mindset. So that's the first place to start if you really want to start to save. So the second thing you need to start to do is start looking into the future. You need to start to visualize the things that you want. Think about the top 5 major goals that you want in life, and that will start, that may help shift you in a gear, because what you're going to do is, in visualizing, is you're going to realize, well, okay, this is the price tag attached to this item, and then you might start thinking about how long it's going to take you to get there. So the second thing that you need to do is start thinking about your 5 major life goals. The third thing you need to do is assess how far off you are from achieving these things. Now, this could be daunting because you might feel as though you're starting from ground zero, but this is a good space to be in because you know exactly where you are going. Once you have an idea of where you want to go, that is when you could now start to position yourself to say, okay, I'm going to start to save X amount of dollars, whether it's weekly, monthly, and start building up to work towards these goals. Fourth thing, so this is when you really, putting things into action. You need to write down a budget, look at all of the expenses that you have, match them against your income, and really start looking at where you can cut your spending. Sometimes the easiest thing to say is I don't have enough money to save, or I'm waiting on a raise, but more often than not, there's something that you can cut, and once you begin to do that, that is how you start putting money aside gradually to work towards, or to continue working towards these goals. So number 5, now that you've realized that there are some areas that you can cut, this is when you have to start to put aside the money. So you're taking action now and actually stacking those chips month by month. It's not going to be easy in the beginning because it's a sacrifice, but once you see yourself progressing and see your money growing month by month, this brings a sense of motivation. And do this on a consistent basis, and that is how you see yourself progressing towards your 5 major life goals. So that's it for the 5 tips today, right? Just keep in mind, it's okay to not know, right? But it's not okay to not take action. So embrace the fact that you don't know how to save. Think about the 5 major life goals that you have. See how far off you are from them. Write down a budget and start stacking your chips, right? You might, as I said, you might be thinking about, I'm waiting on tomorrow. The time to start to save is today.